Well, that was an old-fashioned ass whipping right there. That's what that was. There's no other way to put it. No excuses. Kansas came out and just manhandled us from start to finish, and wasn't a lot we could do about it. Obviously, I'm disappointed in our performance, but I also realize that we played a hell of a team today in a heck of an environment, and we have to learn from it and get better, which we will. And we've got young guys, and hopefully they grew up a little bit tonight, and our players understand how far our program has to go. We've got a long ways to go, but we're not as bad as we played today. That's what's disappointing, and I'm the most disappointed in just our competitiveness. And our guys, it's not like they wanted to roll over and die, but Kansas came out and just took our heart, and we didn't do anything about it. So it's disappointing.
Tad, were you surprised you guys didn't match their intensity at the beginning?
Yeah, I was. I mean, because you can't come in here and give them the start that they had and get the we came in here trying to take the crowd out of the game, and instead they got the crowd into the game from the get-go, and the first basket of the game is a testament to that. Our game plan as we prepared for Kansas was to clog the paint up and take away transition baskets and make them beat us with threes, because we felt like that's the way you have to beat Kansas, and we didn't do a very good job of it. They got 24 layups, 46 points in the paint. They didn't make all; they missed a couple, but we didn't execute our game plan in any way, shape, or form.
Tad, how important was that run that Kansas made at the start of the second half? And you guys were up by 20 on Colorado State the other day, and they make a run and make things interesting. Why weren't you guys able to do that?
Well, because we couldn't get stops. Well, I mean, the first 3 possessions in the second half, they scored. The first 3 times we had the ball, we didn't score, and we talked about making them work, and we took 2 quick jump shots, I think, and turned it over the other possession, I think. But it just, the way you get back in those games, and we cut it to 13 in the first half. I felt like at that point, we could go one. I can't remember how much time was left, 6 or 7 minutes, but you can go into halftime down 6 or 7, or you can go down 20, and it was down 20. But Kansas played well. They played extremely well, and they were disciplined, and they wanted it more than us today. It was disappointing.
Over the last week, we've talked a lot about physicality. You've talked a lot about physicality with your team. Are the Kansas guards kind of a model of what you'd like, your guards to be? Yeah,
their effort and the way they guarded the ball and the pressure that they dictated, and again, I go back to our Colorado State game where we dictated to Colorado State. Well, today the shoe was on the other foot. Kansas dictated us, and we have to be able to handle that pressure better than we handle it right now. And again, 8 assists, 18 turnovers isn't going to cut it. Doesn't matter who you're playing, but when you're playing a team like Kansas in a building like this, your mistakes get magnified, and they just put it to us.
How tough was that sequence, though, early when Dinwiddie got his second foul and
Tough, yeah. Spencer wasn't himself the rest of the game, and maybe I should have played him, maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. He wanted to play, and he's pretty important to us. Without Spencer, we're a different team. I think that showed as well. There were some positive signs from our team tonight. Josh Scott, I thought, played well. Xavier Talton in the second half took a couple charges, which we've been begging our guys to do since the Wyoming game, and he did. But it's got to be more than just one guy. So there's some positive things, not many, but we got to build on those. But right now, let's make no mistake about it. The Colorado Buffaloes are not a good road team right now, and that's my fault. And I got to figure out what we have to do to become a better road team. We're a pretty good home team. Obviously, on neutral courts, we can compete, but in other people's buildings, we're not very good.
Yes, Coach.
Thank you.